We all want to be happy and we do many things in pursuit of happiness. But the fact is most of us are into the happiness trap. By Dr. Russ Harris is a self-help book that delves into the concept of acceptance and commitment therapy, ACT, as a pathway to finding true happiness and fulfillment in life. The happiness myth. In the initial part of the book, Dr. Harris highlights several myths which leads to this entire concept of happiness trap. The concept of ACT in this book is all about challenging this myth. Harris challenges the common belief that happiness is the ultimate goal in life. He argues that the relentless pursuit of happiness can actually lead to stress, anxiety, and dissatisfaction. The 4 happiness myths. Myth number 1. Happiness is the natural state of all human beings. Unlike the common cultural belief that humans are naturally happy, statistics contradict this notion. All data suggests and highlights about alarming rates of suicide attempts, depression, and the high probability of experiencing psychiatric disorders. Additionally, there are various non-psychiatric issues like loneliness, work stress, relationship problems, and lack of purpose, all contributing to widespread unhappiness. Many people falsely believe others are happier, which ironically perpetuates more unhappiness. Myth number 2. If you are not happy, you are defective. Western society views mental suffering as abnormal, leading to self-criticism and labeling by health professionals. Acceptance and commitment therapy, ACT, challenges this view, stating that suffering is a natural part of healthy human minds. ACT teaches how to adapt to normal thinking processes, leading to a transformative life experience. Myth number 3. To create a better life, we must get rid of negative feelings. Society encourages us to seek happiness by replacing negative feelings with positive ones. However, valuable experiences like long-term relationships and meaningful projects entail a mix of pleasant and unpleasant emotions. Believing in the myth of eliminating uncomfortable feelings can hinder personal growth and happiness. The book teaches how to handle uncomfortable feelings differently, reducing their impact on well-being. Myth number 4. You should be able to control what you think and feel. We have limited control over our thoughts and feelings but significant control over our actions. Many self-help programs promote the myth of replacing negative thoughts with positive ones for happiness. Positive affirmations, visualizations, and challenging negative thoughts are common techniques that fall short in the long term. Efforts to control feelings like anger or fear are often temporary and don't address deeper issues. Belief in this myth leads to feelings of inadequacy when attempts to control thoughts and feelings fail. These 4 myths are fundamental to the happiness trap. But why are these myths so deep in our culture? The illusion of control. State at this star for 60 seconds and try not to think about it. The human mind is powerful, enabling us to shape our environment and fulfill our needs. Control strategies work well in the material world but are challenged in our internal world of thoughts, emotions, and sensations. Attempts to avoid or eliminate unwanted thoughts or sensations are often unsuccessful, as demonstrated by various experiments. Thoughts, feelings, and memories are challenging to control, despite efforts by some self-help gurus to claim otherwise. Society teaches us from a young age that we should control our feelings, using phrases like, "Don't cry, get over it," and "move on." Adults often hide their struggles with emotions, reinforcing the belief that feelings should be controlled. School experiences and societal expectations further reinforce the idea that emotions should be easily controlled, especially for boys. The myth of controlling feelings is compelling because others around us seem happy and in control, even though they may be struggling internally. People often hide their true feelings, putting on a brave front, leading to a powerful illusion of control that masks their internal struggles. Sharing feelings and experiences honestly can break this illusion and foster understanding and support among individuals, leading to happiness. The problem with control strategies. There are problems associated with trying to control thoughts and feelings. It states that there is nothing inherently wrong with using control methods if they are used in moderation, in appropriate situations, and if they don't hinder one from pursuing valued activities. However, excessive use of control methods, using them in ineffective situations, or allowing them to interfere with important goals can lead to various issues. For instance, excessive control can lead to negative consequences such as addiction or health problems. Using control methods in situations where they cannot work, like trying to avoid grief after a significant loss, can also be problematic. Additionally, when control strategies prevent individuals from engaging in activities they value, such as work or relationships, it diminishes their quality of life. It is important that there is self-awareness in recognizing ineffective control strategies and should look at a different approach to handling unwanted thoughts and feelings.